Hello, my name's Jo and I am a writer, and I have decided that I want to start a video journal of my journey as a writer. And it's not always going to be about writing, as writers we are much more than our writing practice. I'm very spiritual, I have lots of other interests, and I want to document this. I want to document my journey as I explore my writing gift, as I explore how I work with words, and I want to explore how this all ties in with my creativity and my spiritual side, and so much more. There's so much more that I want to capture. And so this is my journey. Jo Worsfold, LUMA is my brand, my business, and this is my journey. Thank you for being here with me. Hi, welcome to day one. Well, day one of capturing this journey of mine. The thing that I'm feeling really called to talk about now, and I feel like this is a good place to sort of set the scene, line in the sand, set some intentions. I want to talk about imposter syndrome, because imposter syndrome for me has been very real, and it's only been the last year or so where I've given myself enough grace and I've found enough confidence to call myself a writer even. And I wrote a book in 2019 and I self-published it after I spent, it felt like forever, but I feel like it was, almost a year of reaching out to different publishing houses, and there was just no interest in it at all. And I had so many people with good intentions at the time saying to me, stick with it, traditional publishing is the way to go. It's how you start your career as a writer. It's how the opportunities come. But I just had this knowing, this intuition that I wanted to do it myself. I had this intuition that I didn't want to wait. And when these intuitions come through like that, sometimes we can mistake it for impatience. And so being able to work out, am I being impatient, or is this really my intuition saying, move now, act now? And it turned out it was my intuition saying, don't wait, just publish it yourself. And so I went down that path of self-publishing. And that was in 2019. So that was like 7 years ago. And so I had this beautiful book. It was selling locally in a couple of little bookshops and other gift shops. I've sold a few copies to clients. It certainly didn't hit any bestseller lists. But every single person who read my book, who reached out to me afterwards, told me how much it changed them, how much it has helped them. And so that was enough for me. I knew that was why I needed to move. I didn't want to wait. It wasn't right for me to wait, because these people needed my book in their hands and in their hearts at that time. It was perfect timing. It was divine timing. Everything is divine timing. And that was a really beautiful example of that. And then over the years, I'd write poetry, write the odd short story here and there, play with words. I'm obsessed with word games and word puzzles. Love them. And so I feel like from then till now, I was finding myself. So I feel like I wrote the book in a state of being the conduit. I channeled the bulk of it. And so it happened very easily, very naturally. And then I think the journey from there until now has been, okay, well, I did this thing and it was really easy and really fun, really fulfilling. And turns out I do have a way with words. What does that mean? What do I do with this? Am I even a writer? Like, these are the things that I've been pondering, feeling into, journaling on, and growing through. Am I even a writer? What is the definition of a writer? And I think I've come full circle now. It's in the last year I've really claimed that title, if you want to call it that, that identity, that I am a writer. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are maybe having a similar experience where they've got some words down on a page, whether it's a full book, whether it's a poem, whether it's a little story, words of any kind. And they're now thinking to themselves, what is this? I feel like there are people out there who also have a way with words, and they have a deep love of words. And so they're wondering, what does this mean? What am I capable of? What do I do with this? And so that's why I want to share where I'm at right now and a little bit of where I've come from, how I've sort of grown in the last few years. Because I think it's going to help you and other writers who maybe think they're not writers. We are all writers. Every single one of us. We all have our own unique way with words. And it doesn't mean that we have to be a professional anything or an accomplished anything. We don't have to have degrees backing us or validating us. We don't have to have reputable writers of any kind giving us permission to say or do anything. This is about giving ourselves permission. Giving ourselves permission to do what we want. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in the do what I want. And I feel like I'll be in this stage forever because it's a good stage to be in. I'm in the I will do what I want. I will go with the flow. I will follow my intuition. And if there's a period of when I'm not writing, then so be it, because I'm not feeling it. I'm still a writer. I still have a love of words. I still have a way with words. And when that season changes and we come back into the flow and back into that natural urge to put words on a page, then that's what we do. I think being a writer is about riding the waves, not trying to force anything. Because we are channels, we are conduits for these stories. These stories they come through us when the time is right. And these stories come through us. We have experiences in our own lives that shape us, that mould us, that teach us. And we have those experiences for a reason, because then, as the conduit for the story, for the wisdom, we can speak to that because we've lived it, we've had the experience. And then there'll be some stories that come through us, and I know this is for me personally, There'll be stories that come through me that I have no experience in, not in this lifetime anyway, but I know it. And so having the faith, having the trust in yourself, and having the faith in our ability to tell stories, to channel stories, to channel wisdom, even if we're not sure, logically we can't explain it, having the courage to do it anyway. This is all part of the journey. This is all part of being a writer. This is all part of expressing ourselves, creativity. It all ebbs and flows. And I think for me, the more I surrender into the ebbs and flows, the way the seasons change, in writing, in creativity, in, my connection to spirit, to the energies around me, to the words coming through me, there's always changes. And so we just ride our way through it. And another thing I think has helped me move past the whole imposter syndrome is have fun. Just have fun. Don't take it so seriously. I am at my best when I am being playful and when I'm having fun, when I'm in a really good mood. And we're not always in a good mood. We can't possibly always be in a good mood. But I think when I'm in those energetic states, the real magic comes through. And so that's what I want to anchor in here with this first session, is moving through the imposter syndrome. And it always raises its sneaky little head every now and then. I think there's always going to be moments of, oh God, am I really enough worthy, good, insert whatever word you want there. I think that's part of it too. We circle back to things for a reason, so that we can learn a little bit more and grow a little bit more. And I think when we have those moments of, doubting ourselves, there's a degree of humility in that. So there's a reason for everything. And I think we owe ourselves and we owe the world our devotion to our life, our purpose, our writing, our joy, all of it. Because the more we embrace who we are, and everyone's different. Some people aren't writers, some people are, they're artists in other ways. They paint, they draw, they sculpt. Art comes in so many different forms. And so I think it's up to us to explore, stay curious, stay playful, and embrace our natural gifts, our natural talents, our natural abilities. Because this isn't just about me or you. It's about, through our art, through our natural abilities, and through us claiming them and embracing them and embodying them and exploring them, growing through them, growing with them, we can change the world. I truly believe that. I always thought I was going to change the world through my healing gift, because I've been doing energy work as a healer for 10 years, and I always thought that was going to be my way. And it turns out that I needed a little adjustment. I had to do a little pivot. I had to bring the words in. I had to bring my writing gift in. And so it's not just about me as a healer, you know, holding space for someone, holding the energy for someone. It's about using my way with words to bring that energy in, to bring the healing in, to bring the guidance and the wisdom, all the wonderful things. And so, you know, we're, as creatives, we are so much more than just creatives, you know. We have other passions, we have other interests, we have other gifts. And again, how can we explore that and play with it? We have the capacity, we have the potential to live really, really, really amazing lives and to impact humanity through our words. And so that helps me too with the whole imposter thing. If my mind slips back into that, you know, negative state, you know, I sort of take myself out of it a little bit and go, or zoom out and think, this is not about me. This is more than me. You know, the world needs my words, my stories, my wisdom, the stories that I channel, the wisdom that I channel, the stories and wisdom that I put down in words from my own lived experiences. This is not about me. So there's my first little reflection. I'm really excited to see where these little video sessions, these video journals of mine take me and take you. I think it's going to be fun. And I think it's not about being perfect. I think it's about being real and being humble and being courageous. And I think we need to find our people. I think we need to help each other. And so I was going to just do this video journal for myself, just to document, but I'm going to share it because we need each other. So let's help each other on this wild ride of being writers slash healers slash channels slash women, men, humans, having real life experiences. Let's help each other. Let's cheer each other on. Let's pick each other up. Let's see where this takes us. I'm excited. I hope you have a beautiful day. I will catch you at my next video session. We'll see what comes up then. What is on my heart to share. What I'm moving through at that time. Until then, take care. Bye.